good, TMG fam? It's your boy Ellen. I'm back. Yo, do I not envy everyone that's in the dating world right now? No offense. No offense. No offense. I can't stress that enough. No offense. But I don't, man. I don't envy the dating world right now. Bro, it's super, super hard for people. You know what I mean? And I'm very empathetic about that. But it's super hard. It's so much that you have to watch out for. You have to go through these days and times. It's so much manipulative stuff going on. It's no trust out there. It's just compounded. It's like so many things compounded on top of each other that you got to worry about in the dating world that I just be like, fam, you know what I mean? And like I said, I empathize with people, man, because I know it is hard, bro. So here we are. This video here says the need to be right. Rules of modern dating and understanding women. It's complicated. That's even not in a dating world, women are complicated. No offense, ladies, but come on now. You shouldn't even take offense to that. You should know off the bat that you're complicated, right? Right? Don't get mad at me. I still love you. You know what I mean? So we're going to get into this video, man. Check it out.
Just that we're all different and that it's, we all have different needs, we all have different wants, and that it's not one size fits all.
Okay, if all women are so different, why do we use the expression know how to treat a woman? There's like a universal nature that all women exhibit?
That what?
Got her. I ain't gonna lie, he got her. That was a great rebuttal right there. Because that is true. That is true. And if you don't say it, I'm not talking to you, but a lot of women do go around saying, learn how to treat a woman. You know what I mean? Meaning that there are core, you know what I mean? There are just, I don't want to say one size fits all, but there are some commonalities that you should come into of already knowing. Some base, some things, you know what I'm saying? That you should already know about women that come in and how to please a woman. That's what they're saying.
But what a bullshit thing to say.
So you don't agree with know how to treat a woman? You don't think that's a valid statement?
Absolutely
so
not.
So how should a man treat a woman?
I don't think it's a universal statement. I think that if you're in a relationship with a woman, that you understand that.
Well, let me ask this.
I do agree with her, but she's lying though. You're gonna say, come on now. How many people have heard that saying? Know how to treat a woman. Learn how to treat a woman. You're lying if you. Come on, man. If we're gonna do this, we gotta be honest with each other. Right? Leave the feelings that we're gonna be open and be honest with each other. Because as a man, absolutely, it's hard. You have to learn that. You know what I mean? But you have to come into the relationship knowing some things that you were probably taught by some family members, maybe your dad, hopefully your dad, but if your dad wasn't in your life, maybe your mom. You know what I'm saying? If your mom and dad wasn't in your life, maybe whoever your guardian was taught you, okay, open a door. Okay, pull out a chair. Okay, you know what I mean? Certain things. Be a great listener. Do this, do that. You came into it knowing some things. You just didn't, okay, meet a woman and now I start learning how to treat a woman. Most of us were, and I can only speak for me. I can't speak for everybody. But I was taught. You know what I mean? I was shown.
Their needs and wants, and that you.
Hi.
I have a question.
Can you consent real quick? You consent to being filmed?
Right.
I just need you to.
Hi, I'm consenting to this interview.
Go ahead, ask your question.
I have a question for you.
Please, go ahead.
What do you mean by that question of how does a woman act?
Why do I feel like she's single? Why did I feel like she's single? She just grabbed the microphone in a way that screamed to me that she's single. She looks like she's been preparing for this moment her whole life, and now she has it. She didn't even care about consent.
Question for you.
Please, go ahead.
What do you mean by that question of how does a woman act?
Basically, I'm saying, I'm trying to challenge the idea that maybe there's like a general idea that a lot of women want to be treated a certain way, and that's why they have that expression, know how to treat a woman. But
Do you believe in heterosexual relationships?
I believe in all different types of relationships, even same-sex ones, of course, all different types. But yeah, let me ask you this: do you think generalizing is okay to do in relationships? It's okay to generalize. Well, if it wasn't, why would anyone ever bother giving relationship advice? Don't you have to have like look for certain patterns to know how to like?
Is that why you're asking?
Yeah.
To look for a different pattern?
Well, in other words, I'm saying like if you couldn't generalize about men and women in
Why did she even grab the microphone? Huh? Why did you grab the microphone?
relationships, why would there be?
Couldn't generalize
If you couldn't generalize about what men and women want in relationships, obviously there's exceptions, right? But if you weren't like general things that like men and women look for, why would there be best-selling books called Men Are From Mars and Women Are From Venus, which generalize, or people ask about somebody's zodiac sign, which generalizes, right? Like when you say Scorpios act like this and Geminis act like this, is that not generalizing?
Is there a problem with generalizing?
No. I don't think there's a problem with generalizing. I'm asking you if you think that there's a problem with generalizing. Do you think generalizing is okay?
Why did she grab the microphone like she had so much to say, but yet has nothing to say?
Do you?
All right, I'm over her. I'm officially over her now. I can't help it. She's getting to me.
Well, I mean, if you want to interview me, I'm just asking these questions.
Well, I think the questions are so vague in that there's so many sanctions of relationship in the world that you're asking a crowd that is heterosexual, and it just like...
Well, I'll give you an example, okay? I acknowledge that there's exceptions. Like, for example, there are some women who will date short guys, but don't most women have a preference for a guy who's taller than them?
Disagree.
So you don't think there's such a thing as most, or, you can't say most people want this? Like, a lot of women are attracted to confidence. A lot of people say that. I don't
Confidence is different than height.
Okay, but is that not generalizing? People generally want confidence, right?
I think that a woman could...
Well, just people in general like confidence.
I know, ladies, she doesn't represent you all. I'm not holding this person against y'all. I'm not. We're not gonna do that. I'm not holding her against y'all. You know what I mean? This is a bad representation. I'm not holding her against y'all.
That's right.
I'm a woman, interested in men, so I can only speak to that.
Sure.
I think that it is generalizing to say before I'm in a relationship or dating that I could say, yes, I'm into tall men.
Okay.
And then I meet someone shorter than me and I fall in love, and that generalization cancels out.
I didn't say that there aren't exceptions. I said there's exceptions. But I'm saying...
So the conversation is irrelevant.
Well, the
We
exceptions...
can't talk about generalizations until we're in this situation, and the generalization, and it cancels out.
But at the same time...
So it's not fair to put on camera and to hold me to a word of generalization until there are exceptions. And I can say that women prefer tall men until they meet someone short and they fall in love, and that's okay.
Thank you. That's all we were asking from you. Welcome to the conversation. It took you so long to get here. Nice to meet you. And I agree. Like, if you put yourself in a box, then you're gonna be limited to the type of people that you can meet. Simple and plain. Let's strip it down. Let's make it simple. You put yourself in a box, you're gonna be limited on who you can meet. You walking out there and saying, I want this person, I want this person, I want this person, I'm building this bear that I want. Then your pool of men or women that you're looking to meet is gonna be small. You know what I mean? Be open. Let it happen. Let it happen. Of course, it's okay to say, okay, I'm looking for these. I have some standards. That's cool. You know what I mean? But still be open. Still be open, because not everybody, when you come together, is going to be put together. Not everybody's going to. When me and Queen got together, we didn't have we were young. We had to grow into who we were still figuring it out. You know what I mean? I wasn't working or making the type of money I was making now back then. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't making the type of money she was making back then. So for her to say, oh, I want a guy that makes this type of money, or I want a guy that's this, that, and the third, then we might not have never met. And now we're inseparable.
Okay.
I acknowledge that. What I'm saying is, does the exception make the rule?
No.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying just because some women might prefer a short man doesn't mean that most women don't have a preference for taller men.
Well, that's statistics that are outside of my ability to talk to.
No, I'm asking. I'm just asking your opinions. Like I said, yeah.
I'm not willing to put my opinion on camera. Because I'm consenting.
I'm not willing to put my. I was gonna do it if he didn't rewind it, bro. She showed up for 2 seconds and then she left again. Again, I'm back to square one. Why did she grab the microphone? Somebody.
This interview.
Which do men enjoy more, the chase or the catch?
The chase.
Isn't the catch the man's goal and the chase the woman's goal?
Yeah, but if you keep chasing that, then they won't want anyone else if they're still chasing that one girl.
Okay. Don't women want to be chased though?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so the chase is not the woman's goal?
The chase is the woman's goal, I would say. I would say I do try to make the guy chase a little more.
Has there ever been a guy you...
How y'all feel about that? The hunt and the chase. You know what I mean? And I feel like it's all up into maturity level plays a huge part in that as well. Like that whole hunt and chase thing. You know what I mean? When you're young, it's the thrill of the chase. You know what I mean? It's the thrill. It's, you know, I can only speak from a man's standpoint, and from my viewpoint, I think it was a phase I went through. The chase. You know what I'm saying? Just knowing that I could, you know what I'm saying? Go out and I could go after that. And it was the thrill of the hunt for that. Yeah, it was. It was a phase that I went through. And I'm out of that phase now. And I'm like, no way. No way now.
Wanted that you weren't able to get?
Nope.
So why do women complain about men when women are the ones choosing the shitty men?
That's a good point. That is a good point.
Ooh, he just hit him like Tyson. Ooh, he just hit him like Tyson.
Women are the ones choosing the shitty men.
That's a good point. That is a good point. I've dated a lot of shitty men. I've talked to shitty men. I haven't dated them. I have.
Is it true women typically want what they can't have?
No. Depends.
Has there ever been a man...
Come on, we're going to be honest. If we're going to have these type of discussions, we got to be honest. I've seen some women, and like I said, when we be having these conversations, know that I'm not speaking for all women or not speaking to all women. You know what I mean? But I have seen some women who go after married men because they want what they can't have, or they want what somebody else has because they see that somebody else is happy with that guy. Yeah, seen it.
And you wanted that you weren't able to get?
Yes. No, I mean, for me, there's not a man. Everybody wants me. It's usually the man that wants me, not to be cocky or anything, but it's never me trying to go for a man that I don't want.
So is it typically true that...
Be honest, ladies, because I've heard women say, this is why I don't speak about the person I'm dating with my friends, or I don't talk about who my husband or my boyfriend to my friends, because then you have your friends backdoor you and go around and try to be with your husband or your boyfriend or your friend. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have seen that happen a lot.
Women want what they can't have?
Yes.
So then, would you agree that chasing women is terrible advice for men?
Yes. Terrible advice.
So then how is a man supposed to get a woman then without chasing her?
You have to have game. You have to make her want you without her knowing that you want her.
Okay, so like, what advice would you have for men? How can he do that?
You know, you have to come at her and buy us dinner, take us out.
Well, I feel like she's speaking in like geometry terms or physics right now. Why is this just so complicated? Why I gotta be this way?
Show us what you're about, you know, and make it worth our while, and then we'll come on to you.
Right, but I mean, how will that lead to like a romantic relationship as opposed to just being friend zoned?
Because once we see what you can do, then we like you.
Well, I mean, are there certain like boxes that the man has to check off before he goes from friend zone to actually, you know, the hookup zone, the end zone?
Well, my box is provider,
style. Other than that, it's kind of open.
Has there ever been a guy you wanted that you weren't able to get?
Fuck no.
So why do women complain about men when women are the ones choosing the shitty men?
Well, the men are not literally. So I'm gonna put it like this: men, they'll date you, correct, but then when y'all start getting comfortable, that's when they show that they're not shit. And then that's when it comes on to the woman's part of leaving the motherfucker. Because if they're not shit, then you need to fucking leave them. But the first men shouldn't be shit in the first, because why you put on a whole persona just be not shit in the first place? Like, you can't.
Listen. And I think this needs to be said because a lot of people still don't understand it, man. You're still getting to know people in the dating phase. Even when you're getting married 5, 10 years, you're still getting to know that person. What do you do when you first meet somebody, huh? You put on, you be extra. You don't figure out who each other are until later on down the line because you're trying to be way up here for this person. You know what I mean? You're going out of your way. You're doing the extra. That person still ain't met the real you yet. You have to understand that. Where did I learn that? I didn't come up with that. I learned that in counseling. I had to go to counseling because a lot of these same things that you're met with are all normal things in the beginning of relationships, bro. Like, it's normal. You not knowing who each other are. That's why it's important to take it slowly. But y'all expect people to come in the relationship just to take. Man, it's a work in progress. So when I hear people say stuff like, oh, and he start out this way and change, that's gonna happen. It is gonna continuously happen. Like, now, granted, I ain't talking about all the crazy stuff and wild things and different things. Of course, you definitely set your boundaries and your rules, but the normal things of that's normal.
Can't do all that.
If women are smarter than men, why
Which
do they
they are.
If women are smarter than men, why do they keep believing men's lies and opening up their legs?
Because it's called manipulation. It's not opening up their legs. If I'm hearing something from man and I'm like, okay, first of all, why would you lie to me in the first place? If you're a liar, why are you doing this? It doesn't fall onto the woman, it falls onto the man, because what are you lying for? See?
Is it true women typically want what they can't have?
No. Women can get whatever they want because men are easy. They say that women are sluts. The men are sluts because it's a little, oh, your nice little haircut, your edge looks good, your jaws are off.
Why do so many women need to be right even if they're wrong?
Who says women need to be right?
Well, how many women are willing to concede in an argument?
I will. If I'm wrong, I'm gonna tell you I'm wrong.
I will too.
Shit, my bad. I apologize. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I read it wrong.
Especially if I
looked at the picture wrong. I looked at the message wrong. It wasn't you, boo. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so do you think that, who do you think is more likely to admit when they're wrong, men or women?
Men will take it to the fucking grave.
Deny.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Man, hey, I can only speak, man. Back in the day, bro, I was gonna go to the grave with that lie. You know what I'm saying?
Then
Women.
why do we have the expression being the bigger man?
That's not all the way true every time.
It isn't. You could be the bigger vagina,
Bigger bitch.
a bigger pussy,
Yeah.
But then why don't we have that expression?
bigger clit.
It's just your bitch.
Ew.
Why do women often tell themselves to never settle?
Oh, because we do so much work. Like, once you get into a relationship, we're going to be constantly doing all the work. So if you settle from the beginning, you're going to just be miserable. You're going to be settled.
Is the man not doing a lot of work by being a provider?
No, not necessarily.
Well, what's all the work that the women are talking about doing?
Well, we're kind of like our men's manager. Like, we make sure you're up on time. We make sure you're doing things right. We make sure you look presentable. We're like your...
But I mean, if a man wasn't capable of doing all that stuff himself.
I'm starting to understand why a lot of relationships go bad. Are y'all hearing this? It's what happened to it's equal. It's a lot that a man does that a woman doesn't do, and it's vice versa. A lot that the woman does, we come together and form Voltron. Like, what are you saying? I feel like when you go into it with that type of mentality that, oh, I'm about to have to do everything and I'm going to have to, I got to do all this work. I feel like you destined to fail. Like, am I tripping? I'm willing to dialogue. Let's talk. Like, am I tripping? I just feel like when you have that mentality, then Now you're always gonna look at him as lesser than, no matter what he does. You've already went into the relationship with that in your mind. He ain't gonna do much, and I gotta do everything. It starts off wrong.
Would the woman even find him attractive in the first place?
No.
Well, we don't know that at first. We don't know that.
Well, I mean, obviously, a man has to be able to take care of himself in order to have the status and the physique and, all the discipline that, women would find attractive to begin with, right?
Yes, but that level is what men require, and what we bring to the table is on two different levels. What we want and what we bring.
What does a woman bring to the table?
Like I said, we're like the manager. We put you in position so you can be better.
Have you ever considered the possibility you might end up a lonely old cat lady?
I have. I think about it every day. It's so hard to get someone who understands you and
Why are the women who say they won't settle okay with settling for living and dying alone with a dozen cats?
because during all their life they think they deserve better, and the years pass and then they end up being alone.
Because you'll have peace. Your peace of mind is priceless.
Well, yeah, but why would women who can't have everything choose to settle for nothing?
Because that's not nothing. Like, you have yourself. Like, sometimes if you get the wrong man, it just chips away at you, and you be like, I'll just rather deal with my cats than to be doing all this work.
Is it true women typically want what they can't have?
Yes.
So would you agree that chasing women is terrible advice for men?
All men do is chase women. No. The boyfriend I have, I chased him, and I still chase him to this day. BC's not shit.
Don't women end up working for a man's attention if he's the high value man she says she wants?
There's no high value men out here for real.
There's no high value man?
No, there are some high value men, but they're not a lot. That's the thing. Women are the prize. That's what the people get stuck.
Well, wait.
Women are the prize.
Hold on. If high value men are rare, why wouldn't the high value man be the prize?
They're not the prize, because what's there
There's
prize
less
to
of
be
them
when
to
it
go
comes to
around.
the man?
They're more rare.
Yeah, where are they? I've been searching.
What's her Instagram? I want to have a conversation with her, bro. What are you? Who raised you? Like, why do you feel this way towards men? Like, and that's what it is a lot of times, man. It's things that happened in the household you grew up in, things you've grown up around, people who have constantly drilled that in your head. Men is this, they're not. Huh? Why we gotta be like that? Why?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That would make them a prize. A
They're
diamond
not a prize.
A diamond is a prize because it's rare.
No, the women are the prize because women, they got a pussy. You know what I mean? Pussy makes the world go round. A man got a dick.
So a woman. So wait.
Pussy makes the whole entire world go round.
Okay, if all the men in the world were gay, how would pussy have power?
I really hope they were, because at this point, what the is going on? No, women still have the power either way because we're a woman. You know what I mean? A man is a man, but a woman is a woman.
I thought women wanted equality. Do women want to be equal or special?
We want equality with equal pay. I'm not trying to get my ass beat. I want equal pay because it's like, why am I going to college? I'm getting A's and B's, and this nigga got C's.
All right,
and
let
he's making more money than
me
me.
ask you this. Let me ask you this.
This
Would you rather? Wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Okay, hold on. Would you rather have a high-profile job for no pay or clean sewers for $100,000 a year?
I would clean sewers if it's more money.
Okay. Do you think most women would choose to do that?
I don't know what most women choose, but I'm talking about me.
Okay, no, I get that, but I'm saying I've interviewed hundreds of women, and most women actually would not choose the dangerous, dirty job. Is that possibly why a lot of women get paid less?
Well, if you're not willing to put in the work to get money, then that's your fault.
Do you think most women want to do the dangerous, dirty job?
It's not. Well, sometimes I'm not gonna lie. I'm not taking trash out.
I would love to walk around and just video record her and see what her relationship ends up like, or how she is in a relationship. I would no. Better yet, I would love to interview and talk to the dudes that she's dated, bro, and see why. Or I probably already know why, but what happened? I feel like you would never get a word in edgewise. Like, sheesh. And then she would be like, "Oh, that's because, or he wasn't strong enough to be with a woman like me." No, that ain't it either. I feel like that's a cop out. Some people use. oh, I was just too strong of a woman for him. Really? Oh, did you beat him down? Did you wear him out? Did you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe he was just tired.
Well, why do we have the expression "that's a man's job"?
Because certain things are a man's job. Because it's like, why gotta take the trash out if there's a man in the house?
Right. So I'm
Or
just saying.
lift heavy things.
Well, right, but it's just.
When I'm talking about equal rights, I want equal pay. I want equality. I'm not trying to get. I want to walk through and feel safe. That's what I want to do.
But I'm saying. But I'm saying, is it fair to say if you want equal privileges, you need equal responsibilities?
No, I want. Why is responsibilities with equality?
Because
I'm just trying to get equal pay.
Because you gotta take
why
the bad
do
with
I
the
do all
good.
that extra shit? If I can't, why can't I have equal pay?
Don't you have to take the bad with the good?
No, you do not. We should have equality. Period. You see what I mean? You know what I mean?
So you want equality only when it benefits you?
No, I want equality. Period. Because why do we have equality? It should be benefiting women because at the end of the day, men have more privilege than women do.
How so?
And it's just like that shit. That first of all, a man can walk the streets without feeling safe. So yesterday, I'm trying to go to a goddamn Walgreens. And I'm getting catcalled. I'm getting called a bitch. My shoe got taken from me yesterday. All because from a man. All because I'm a woman. A man can walk the street and they can feel safe. If I'm out here past a good 1-2 p.m., I'm scared and I'm gonna go home.
Are you aware that statistically men are the highest victims of violent crime?
Where?
Statistically, look up.
Where is this at?
The FBI.
Show me.
The FBI
Show me.
statistics.
I want to see it.
Okay.
Because I don't believe that.
I'll show you.
I want to see it.
I mean, I agree with you. Women are the victims of sexual crime, but men are victims of violent crime.
But it's still crime, period. And this
Well, no, I know that.
Why I gotta just run out and be like, oh, I might get. That's fucked up. Super fucked up.
I think it's fucked up too.
Period.
Listen, I respect her and her opinion. You know what I mean? I'll never take anybody. No, you should have your opinion. But man, how do y'all feel after hearing that? Are we in trouble? That's why I said the dating world is very interesting right now. Are we in trouble though? Where are we headed with this? What? This is insane to me. This is insane. And this is why people could end up alone or just be afraid to go out there and date or tired of it or just rather not, or you know what I mean? Like, how do y'all feel after hearing the mindsets of certain people? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know. Y'all get at me in the comment section, man. Let me know what you think and stick around and stay tuned. Till next one, I'm gone. Peace.